keep your cameras on. And as you guys know, it's mandated to keep the cameras on, and we'll talk it out everything under the sun for the first few minutes. Since all of you guys are IIM Bangalore call getters, it's an extremely amazing call. Go and convert it. Anisha ने तो आते ही इतना pitch मार दिया भाई. If you get a chance, come to IIM Bangalore for sure. So all of you guys have got chances now. We don't want to make sure that they have any chance to reject you. That's the reason we're spending at 11:18 p.m. by my watch. Oh, sorry, मेरा time थोड़ा आगे है. I'm in different country right now. But हाँ, at क्या तुम्हारा time चल रहा है? What is the time right now? 11 ही हो गया, 11:20 हो गया.
11:20.
Oh, 11:20 हो गया. अच्छा, मेरे फोन में 10:49 चल रहा है. So anyway, so good यार. So and go for the kill. And बहुत ही बढ़िया है. और कुछ बातें हम पब्लिकली करेंगे और कुछ बातें हम अपने बैठ के खोपचे में करेंगे. एंड मेरी तो बस एक हम्बल सबमिशन है. मैंने वो आई अहमदाबाद सेशन में भी बोला था. ओ बहेती बहेती भी हर सेशन में बैठा होता है. बहेती सारी कॉल है तेरी, है ना? सारी कॉल है तेरी. गुड, वेरी नाइस. गुड. तो किसकी ओनली बैंगलोर कॉल है? बेस्ट कॉल किसकी ओनली बैंगलोर? जस्ट टाइप इन बेस्ट कॉल. हाँ भाई, जिसकी ए नहीं है मतलब इसके ऊपर, या बेस्ट उसके बाद यही है. थोड़ा अनीशा और ये डिसएग्री करेंगे. दे कंसिडर देमसेल्व्स बेटर देन अहमदाबाद, बट वो देखते हैं. बेस्ट, ओ हो, इतने सारे बेस्ट कॉल है. ओ तेरी भाई. तुम्हारे लिए
But
सेशन तो.
sir,
हाँ
I
बोलना.
actually left Ahmedabad, so best to hai.
Oh my God, flexing it is. Okay, बढ़िया. And you left ISB as well. वो भी बता दे. कर दे. अब flex कर रहा है तो पूरा ही कर ले.
मतलब no, the only comparison was with Ahmedabad, तो इसलिए मैंने अहमदाबाद कहा I just.
बहुत ही बढ़िया, बहुत ही. देखो भाई, मैं हमेशा एक बात बोलता हूँ, वेरी लॉयल टू द सेशंस. ओके, अगर अहमदाबाद सेशन चल रहा है तो हम अहमदाबाद की तारीफ कर रहे थे. जो सेशन में थे उनको पता है. अगर कैलकाटा चल रहा होता तो हम कैलकाटा की वादियों में होते हैं, उनकी लेक्स में होते हैं. अगर बैंगलोर है तो जयानगर बीटीएम लेआउट के पास ब्यूटीफुल कैंपस. 2 डिग्री इनका टेम्परेचर कम है. वो 3 इडियट्स की शूटिंग हुई है. तो क्या, तो हम बैंगलोर के लॉयल रहेंगे. सो लॉयल्टी तो अभी तो तुम्हारी बनी नहीं है. अभी तो तुम्हारी कॉल है, कन्वर्ट होगी तो बाद में जब कन्वर्ट सेशन रहता है ना, फिर ए वर्सेस बी में, तो वहां पे तो सुपर लॉयल रहना पड़ता है. बट nevertheless, good, congratulations once again, you guys have made it. And super duper congrats. We got 3 of your Cat King family seniors who are here. We got Anisha, we got Aman, we got Ishan, who are going to be helping you convert your calls. First 15-20 minutes we're going to do generic ज्ञान इधर उधर की बातें. फिर we're going to do a closed group session where you guys can ask anything under the sun. And great yaar, let's begin. Who wants to start? For Anisha, why don't you give a small introduction yaar to all your would-be juniors from Cat King family and help them up.
Sure. First of all, congratulations, everybody. I'd just say that, I mean, up call again. Now it's on you, absolutely. But also, everybody does say ki the better the call gets, the easier it is to convert. So don't fret about that part. Uh, I was working for about 4 years before I joined IIMB. I was in like HR ops sort of a role. So किसी भी background से अगर आ रहे हो, don't worry about that either. I was also like a liberal arts student, तो थोड़ा सा यहाँ पर आके दिखता है कि oh, there's a lot of engineers in this world. But that's all right. Yeah, other than that, the first year over here has really been like really nice. They give you ample of time to do anything that you want. Padhai is rigorous, but so it is like everywhere. Yeah, that's about it. Whatever else like specifics we can get into later.
No, that's lovely. So we would love to hear your interview experience. How was your interview experience? We'll come to that in a minute. But
Yeah.
that's lovely. So 4 year experience and you're from a non-engineering background. Thanks, Anisha, for that. Lovely. And you're wrapping up your first year. You're in same as Aman's batch?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, excellent. बढ़िया. Great यार. अमन आयुष जी, तो अमन का इंट्रो मैं देता हूँ. लेफ्ट आईएसबी, लेफ्ट आई एम अहमदाबाद, फॉर आई एम बैंगलोर. और आगे इंट्रो खुद ही देगा. चल अमन, शुरू हो जा भाई.
I mean, for me, sitting in the interviews, I always believed IIM Bangalore was the toughest call for me to convert because it needs a lot of work ethics and I'm a fresher, so don't fret. Pehla. Secondly, you always say gems are an issue with MBAs. That doesn't happen, as Anisha told. There are lots of engineers here. So don't fret again. You can do it. Saying about the interviews, I believe that's the toughest phase. I prepped little for CAT, but I prepped a lot for interviews. So this is the last hurdle. Congratulations, but don't slag off. Bilkul bhi. It's your last final test before getting into IIM. So give it your best.
Super यार, great. And वो भी बता अमन, तूने प्रोजेक्ट रन किया था एमएलपीस के साथ, तो he has contributed a lot to the Cat King family. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so basically, we were developing a website called MBA Geeks, Reddit sort of forum for like only MBA people. And I don't believe completely successful end पे मैंने छोड़ा था उसे, but I do believe there was some progress from where we started, and it was a crazy learning experience as working with other people from I'm Indore as well, and then with lots of people, Sumit sir, Anukul sir. Uh, I mean, for me as a fresher, it was a crazy experience because I didn't have any experience of working in this environment altogether. So yeah, that was crazy.
ग्रेट। और तुम में से वो जो वेले बैठे हो ना लोग, अभी जो अभी कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो भाई, कॉल ही आई है या जॉब छोड़ के बैठे हो, गेट इन टच विद अस, विल गिव यू सम वर्क। तो अमन, अमन तो वेला हो गया होगा, अब तो कम हो गया होगा लोड।
एक्चुअली मैं CFA दे रहा, तो अभी तो लोड
अच्छा,
बहुत ज्यादा।
ओके ओके। लेवल 2 दे रहा है, 3 दे रहा है कि 1 ही है अभी?
नो, लेवल 1।
लेवल 1, ओह लवली लवली। ओके ईशान भाई, गो अहेड।
Hi, Sumit sir. Hi, everybody. First of all, congratulations for this Bangalore call. And typically, calls aane time tak we always are in that anticipation that getting that call is the most tough journey. But in my experience, after getting the calls, it's the most anxious part of the journey because then you are actually in it. You are in the big league. So first of all, getting here is the biggest achievement that we could make. I'm Ishan. I just graduated from IIM Bangalore in last March, and since then I have been working with Lodha Group in the strategy team. I actually didn't have a 99 plus percentile when I converted CAT, but I ended up in the top 10 of the IIM Bangalore final list. So I'm sure my interview really went well. So I hope I could share some of my experience here and help you guys out. Congratulations, and we'll talk more.
Awesome, awesome. Great. Thanks for coming back, Ishan. It's lovely, lovely
Yeah,
having you on board, man.
yeah.
Badhiya, badhiya. Okay, lovely. So, bhai, let's begin. Anisha, let's start with you. How was your interview experience? If you can give a clear picture, like since you're going first, you can tell us like where were the interviewers, how many panelists were there, male, female, all those things, how we write in the scripts. So, if you want to start with that, that's going to be really helpful. And if you want to just also pinpoint on how it was different when it compares to other IIMs, rather, you must have given other IIMs also. And also once you're presenting, I'll take notes and then मुझे बताना कि कुछ इनके दिमाग में क्या क्या चीजें ऐसी होनी चाहिए जो कि इनको टेक केयर करें, so that they don't screw up their interview. You know, that's very important. I personally feel it's not about knowing what needs to be done. It's more important to know what need not to be done. आज मैं इनको बहुत ज्ञान दे के आया हूँ क्लास के अंदर, आज इधर उधर का मैंने बहुत ही how to be successful. We had a lot of discussions in the last 45 minutes, all these IMBC call getters. But nevertheless, Anisha, let's begin with you.
Yeah, okay. So I'd say my Bangalore interview was the most like uninterview like experience. So of course you have the written test, which is all right. But the interview itself was so conversational that by the end of it, I thought ki ye ho bhi gaya. Like I didn't even realize that it's over. So I was sitting, relaxing, we were talking, and it was a whole debate. It was like some ethics issue that they were getting into. And I think what they were really trying to assess was if you're able to stand your ground or not. They didn't ask me anything about my undergrad, which was also somewhat ancient, so makes sense. They didn't ask me a lot about my work experience either. It was just like how I think, what I want to do, and if I'm able to stand my ground. So they kept grilling me, kept throwing, counter arguments at me. But I kept defending my point, and I think that's all it was. I say, koi bhi, if I ask, like, if you ask me for pointed questions, I don't think there were any. So it was just a back and forth between the panel and me. The panel itself was two profs. So there were one decision sciences ka prof and one OB HR area. It lasted about maybe 35-40 minutes.
Okay, lovely. So, was it standard? Like, just throw a little bit light on the questions being asked. Like, tell me something about yourself, weakness. We don't need the answers, but एक बार question भी
Yeah,
बता दें, helpful
yeah.
होगा.
Okay. So if I think about the questions, it was mostly they wanted to know that what I've done throughout the whole standard, tell me
हाँ,
about yourself. And then what they really got into was why I switched jobs. So earlier I was in somewhat of a sales sort of a job. So I had a really strong stand against it. So that was like that's what drove the entire conversation. So that was something. And then they asked me like a few things here and there about like what's happening in geopolitics. That also helped me because like my degree and the general news were really aligned. So it covered both aspects, I'd say.
What was the degree you
So,
said? Sorry.
so I did my undergrad in economics and pol science. So
Oh, okay.
geopolitics पूरा ही cover हो गया.
Mhm.
So there was that. Other than that, they asked me like a few numbers related to my work ex ki, like if this is the impact that you're mentioning, can you justify it, like what sort of work were you doing, how many people were in your team, how is it that only you had this responsibility, it's others did not, or how were you able to find this gap or opportunity within your work, whereas like there were like 20 others in your team, so things like that.
बहुत ही बढ़िया, ग्रेट गाइस, इफ यू कैन हियर इट आउट, मैंने आज हमने बात की नंबर्स की, रिसोर्सेज, हाउ मेनी पीपल एक्सेट्रा, सो यू कुड बी आस्क दिस क्वेश्चंस एज वेल. दिस इज लाइक अ फॉलो अप फ्रॉम द लास्ट सेशन. Anisha, that's lovely. I'll come back to you, Anisha, in a while. I want some
Sure.
pinpointed comments from them, like your batchmates also, people failed, people made it, उनके भी कुछ क्वेश्चन आंसर याद हो तो वो भी तो कुछ यू कैन प्लग इन एंड डूज एंड डोंट्स बता सकती है तू, ठीक है? दैट्स गोना बी ग्रेट हेल्प.
Yeah, I'll think about it and I'll get back
या
to you.
जिनका बैकग्राउंड इकोनॉमिक्स मेजर्स है इन दिस जियोपॉलिटिकल वर्ल्ड, उनको तो सामने बकरा मिलेगा भाई, तू आ भाई, बता, हमें बता. एंड व्हाट डू यू
Yeah.
थिंक, व्हाट्स योर ओपिनियन ऑन दैट? तुमने 4 साल जो चीज पढ़ी है थ्योरी में, वो भी हो रही है भाई, ठीक है? वो भी हो रही है, जो तूने टैरिफ्स, इकोनॉमिक, मैक्रो में, माइक्रो में पढ़ते हैं जो अंडर ग्रेजुएट के अंदर, अच्छे स्कूल्स के अंदर, एसआरसीसी ऑफ द वर्ल्ड
Hmm.
और presidency colleges of the world, तो वो सब चीजें भी हो रही है. Hence they're going to be very much hell bent on asking those economics majors and minors all these questions for sure. So you should be aware of all these things. Great. Aman, let's go to
Sorry,
you, Aman.
just to add, not just economics concepts, somebody also asked me like to name some 10, 15 economics Nobel laureates and who is your favorite and why. So they'll get like that granular also. And if you can't even name like 5 Nobel laureates off the top of your head, it is a red flag.
वाह वाह.
Yeah.
तो भाई इसके साथ ना अपने आप को एक थोड़ा सा रियलिटी चेक दे दिया करो कि सेशन करवाने का मतलब क्या है, कि मुझे क्वेश्चन नहीं आता, मैं रिजेक्ट हो गया हूँ, आई एम बैंगलोर से, ठीक है? ये अपने आप को बोल दिया करो उसी समय. तो ये फायदा है ये सब रात को 11:30-12 बजे बैठ के और ये सब करने का, नहीं तो कोई मतलब नहीं है. तो अपने आप को थोड़ा टिकट तो पिंच ऑफ सॉल्ट, एक भी क्वेश्चन नहीं आता ना बेटा, तो गया वहां पे. एंड गया वो डिपेंड करता है सामने वाले को, वो कितना तुम्हें माफ करके आगे बढ़ जाएगा. बट अजम्पशन यही है कि दे आर सिटिंग ऑन अ रिजेक्शन पैनल, आई हैव बीन हेल बेंट ऑन द सेम थिंग. और जिनका तो बेस्ट कॉल है, ओनली कॉल है भाई, प्लीज टेक इट सीरियसली. हाँ, प्लीज टेक इट सीरियसली. लवली, थैंक्स अनीशा फॉर दैट इनपुट, दैट्स वाज हेल्पफुल. ओके अमन भाई, गो अहेड यार.
So my interview was a bit different. Basically, I'm a gym fresher. So my bad topic was somewhere along the lines of artificial general intelligence taking
तेरा
over the world.
सॉरी, तेरा कैट 99.96 था, क्या था?
6,000.
9.86. Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
So basically, what happened was topic was pretty good for me because I was a computer science graduate.
Hmm.
So that went well. Then none of my IIM ABC interviews started with tell me about yourself. All the
Hmm.
others interview started with tell me about yourself, but none of them.
Hmm.
My interview was the last in my panel as far as I remember, and it started on a very funny note about professors asking how are these people talking about us outside, and I giving them a funny response. So that set the tone.
Hmm.
Apart from that, there was a very pinpointed question on where do you exactly see yourself in the next 5 years, not working in some multinational or some big corporation, an exact position and the role that you want to be at.
Hmm.
So then there were lots of talks on financial literacy. Then they went back to my undergraduate questions, talking about regression, talking about deep learning and neural networks. Then the other professor wanted to give me some situational questions, and he went through my SOP, and there was a mountaineering term mentioned over there. Like my hobby was mountaineering, so there were situational questions on Kedarnath, on Everest Base Camp, and other such mountains. And then finally, he came to current affairs, wherein he asked me about the Trump Golden Visa that was released at that point of time. So I guess that was all. It was a 20-25 minute interview. It was very conversational. The professors weren't trying to grill me. IIM Code was the toughest for me. The professors grilled the hell out of me. So uh, when comparing to that, this interview was pretty chill for me. And the professors let me complete every single answer which I was trying to give.
Awesome, awesome. यार तेरा कुछ क्वेश्चन बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग हुआ था, मैं भूल गया. मन तूने बहुत सही आंसर भी किया था. कुछ तो highlight.
That was I'm Calcutta, I guess, when they asked me, basically, if I'm recalling correctly, that we are trying to start a flight from Delhi to London. So what should be the best possible way, figuring out everything that is available with us.
Hmm.
So उस पे I went with a layover flight because of the demand, and then the route over the sea and over the land. I pointed out the difference in fuel efficiency in both the places. And
Oh, nice. Yeah, मुझे कुछ याद आ रहा है. I think that was 1 year back. I remember you telling me
yeah.
the interview as well. What is the funny answer? This was also good answer you gave. मुझे भी बहुत ही hazy है अभी. What was that when they asked you like what were they talking about us outside?
So I was like, they were telling that the professors in our panel are pretty chill, and our interviews were getting over earlier with respect to the other panel members. So I
Hmm.
told them that, and the professors were like, we are being very lenient. So should we put on our angry faces right now? So I just said, so I'd be probably happy for that to happen once my interview gets over from the next rounds that you take. So they were laughing. Everyone was laughing in the room. So that's how it started.
लवली यार लवली. सो अच्छा एक बार इनकी चलो इनको खत्म भी कर लें. पर ये शक्ल देख रहे हो लड़के की. नाउ यू नो दैट क्यूट क्यूट लड़का मैं क्या बोलता हूँ, है ना. हुडी पहनानी है उसको. वो अनीशा की शक्ल देखो. वो कर सकती क्लास में बदमाशी. देखो वो क्लास में अच्छे से काम करेगी, पढ़ाई करेगी. देखो ये है आई एम बैंगलोर वुड बी पीपल. तो ये है वो क्यूट की डेफिनेशन. समझ आ रहा है. अमन आयुष का बिहेवियर देखो. द वे ही इज टॉकिंग, ही इज गोना बी सुपरस्टार थ्रू आउट हिज लाइफ. सारी प्रमोशंस भी इनको मिलेंगी. समबडी, दिस इज कॉल्ड द लाइकेबल थिंग, व्हिच वाज माय पॉइंट नंबर 1 व्हिच आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट, एंड यू कैन सी दैट. एंड जो लोग आए हैं एबीसी सेशंस अभी तक, बाकी एसपीजेन बॉम्बे बैठ चुके, यू सीन लाइकेबल पीपल whom you already met. एसपीजेन में आई थिंक सुरभि भी आई थी पिछली बार एंड व्हाट नॉट. सो those are like really really good people. Okay, we'll come to that. All right, where's the third hero? ईशान बाबू बोल भाई.
Yeah. So
यार
in
वो
terms
सब
of my
छोड़, तो पहले बता 2 साल बैंगलोर के कैसे थे भाई. इनको सपना दिखा थोड़ा यार. मजे किए कि नहीं किए
यार
बता.
बहुत ज्यादा मजे किए हैं, मतलब I
सब
mean,
मत बताना,
अमन.
लाइव चल रहा है. थोड़ी देर के बाद सब बता देना, थोड़ा बहुत बताना.
जी
हाँ.
जी, नहीं नहीं, काम का ही बताऊंगा. मतलब बेसिकली आई थिंक आई द 2 years teach you to like do a lot of work and also a lot of fun at the same time. Time is not something which is limited. आप सब कुछ चीजें साथ में कर सकते हो and you can have the greatest times while doing it. And आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा कि आपकी प्रोडक्टिविटी इन जनरल लाइफ में इतनी ज्यादा कैसे बढ़ गई है. How can you be a very different person after you have gotten out? And you'll get to meet smart minds similar to you. And campus so beautiful hai hi. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen all the photos there. So yeah, amazing experience, ups and downs, but amazing experience. Yeah.
बढ़िया बढ़िया. Given a chance, would you like to relive that life again?
Yeah, the good parts of it for sure, not placements and other.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Lovely. ये 3-4 साल बाद पूछेगे तो बोलेगा हाँ सर, आई वांट टू गो बैक टू द कॉलेज, यू नो. अभी तो
No,
नया नया.
that's I agree. I mean, we always saw alums coming back even like 30, 40 years back. They were in campus and we see them all old and like leading companies and all of that. Like Wipro का CEO आके बैठा है and all of that. And they are talking like हम यहाँ पे थे, हमारे time पे ये building नहीं थी. And they have the same emotion even after that long. So it's always stays with you.
True
That's for
that.
sure.
Lovely. Let's talk about interview experience. भाई दो अलग अलग batches के senior, one graduate is there, 1 or 2 people are studying here or helping you guys. Let's hear it out to Ishan. Then we're going to do an open house. It's live streaming right now. We're going to close session right now. We're going to do open it up in after like next 1 minute,
Right.
and then you guys can ask anything. हाँ भाई बता यार ईशान, तेरा इंटरव्यू
Perfect.
कैसा.
So Mera, my interview experience talks about majorly like I am Bangalore as advertised, very much focused on the CV. जो भी आपने अपने वो इंट्रोडक्शन वाले ऐसे में लिखा हुआ है उसको वो completely like from start to end they will put it down. मेरा पहला इंटरव्यू it was with Ahmedabad, but they were very formal with you. But in Bangalore, as soon as I like was going for the interview, one of the panelists like opened the door for me and stood there, and they were very very nice to me. But immediately they threw me off as soon as I entered because I think कुछ एक दो बजे थे. They were asking me कि is it afternoon or is it evening? What is the time? So immediately, as before even I sat down, they were like putting me on the test. Then they went through my entire career, what I did in my workings with OYO in the last 3 years. They talked about startup culture, technology, everything, like very standard things as per SOP. But then they like went off another hook. They were like asking me psychological questions. Like they had kept that was a very common thing in my year. They had kept a toffee and a cookie jar in front of me, and they were asking me, given an option, which one of these will you choose to take back, and why would you do so? So at that, so there's no right answer to that, right? But you have to give back an answer, and it has to be structured, it has to make sense, and it should give them something which they might not have thought about. So that is something which really works. And in terms of IIM Bangalore interviews, I think one word which is important is that you should not be afraid when you are going in. You should be very confident that you deserve to be inside. You deserve to be in IIM Bangalore, and it's just a formality with which you are going. You should be that prepared. कि मेरे को दुनिया का कुछ भी पूछ लो, I will think, I will take my time, and I will answer you. I will show my personality and my viewpoint through the answer as well. So you have to be confident. You cannot be bogged down by their questions, or you cannot be tiptoeing around like what they want to hear. You have to give them what you want to say, and that's how the conversation flows, and that's how you can actually protect your interview and drive your interview. That's what my experience with IIM Bangalore was.
बहुत ही बढ़िया.
The nicest
जैसे
people though.
नॉट ऑल नाइस. हाँ, इनको थोड़ा ज्यादा मत बताओ, ये बोलेंगे पहले बात.
Comparatively, Ahmedabad and Calcutta are much more grilling for sure.
नहीं, ग्रिलिंग वो कैप वाले कुछ भी करते हैं, पता नहीं कैप वाले और वो सब इंटरव्यू अगर तुमने दिए होंगे तो वो कुछ भी
Yeah,
आजकल.
I mean, even in Lucknow and Kozhikode, they tried to grill, but it was not very logical. These people are very smart, so they can grill you on questions which really make sense, like not just trying to grill you, like just going into a depth of something, which is also another kind of grilling.
A panelist which is opening a door for you, he is a
Yeah,
fucking smart ass. Okay,
yeah,
he's chivalrous. He's giving
yeah,
you भाव के लड़का उठ के आया इंटरव्यू लेने के लिए, और he's gonna give you respect, and he knows
correct.
that basic manner. तुम्हें शेक हैंड कर रहा है पैनलिस्ट, तो उससे डर के रहना भाई, पहली बात तो. ठीक है. Those are like smart, polished, well-spoken people, very articulate about their thing. They don't have an accent, but they have an accent. Those kind of kids, those kind of alumni. एक other alumni भी होता है, वो भी panel में बैठते हैं कभी कभी. So उनसे डर के रहना. Just to give one more small point, and then we're going to do an open house. And भाई live stop कर रहे हैं हम in the next 30 seconds. फिर अपन अंदर वाली बातें खोल खोल के बताएंगे बैंगलोर के बारे में. अच्छा भाई, तो पहले क्या है, कैंडी रखते थे कि यू वांट हैव अ चॉकलेट, बच्चा बोलता था यस नो, फिर निकल जाता था. नाउ दे हैव रिप्लेस्ड द कैंडी विद टू डिफरेंट चॉइसेस, कुकी एंड कैंडी. कैन एनीबडी गेस व्हाई दे आर डूइंग दिस? व्हाई इट्स रिप्लेस्ड विद टू जार्स? इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन है तुम्हारा ये. तो जिसने आंसर किया उसका बैंगलोर पक्का कन्वर्ट होगा. जल्दी, गलत भी किया तो भी जल्दी 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 अनम्यूट एंड स्पीक. अरे, तो देन आई एम गोइंग टू कोल्ड कॉल. अमन जरा कोल्ड कॉल बता इनको क्या होता है. सो रहे हैं अभी ये लोग. इनको आई एम बैंगलोर की कॉल तो आ गई, फंडे क्लियर नहीं हुए.
Sir, to basically see that what will be choose and how we really support that thing, sir.
ये तो पता ही है हमें.
Uh,
हाँ, वैष्णवी, you want to say something?
Wanted to know your take on that. Like, there will be something for the cookie and something for the toffee. So, what you choose based on it?
It's a social experiment actually. So मैं तुम्हें बताता हूँ. So the case study, maybe you guys can use it somewhere. So the case study was, there was a Coca-Cola का vending machine which was in an airport. If anybody knows about this case study, 30-second case. तो वेंडिंग मशीन का सेल्स नहीं बढ़ रहा था. लोग आ रहे थे, 100 लोग निकल रहे हैं, उसमें से 20 लोग कोक पी रहे हैं, बाकी नहीं निकल रहे. तो सम इडियट सेड, यहाँ पे एक पेप्सी का वेंडिंग मशीन डाल दो. बोले क्या बात कर रहा है भाई. हाँ, वो पेप्सी का वेंडिंग मशीन डाल दो. पेप्सी का वेंडिंग मशीन डाला तो 50 लोग 100 में से कोक पी रहे हैं, और 30 लोग पेप्सी भी पी के जा रहे हैं. ऑफ कोर्स कोक बीइंग कोक का बड़ा नेटवर्क शेयर है, व्हाट नॉट शिट. तो ये तो भाई 80 लोग पी रहे हैं. कन्वर्जन रेशियो ऑफ ड्रिंकेबल पीपल 80%, बिकॉज when there is only one choice, then the decision is between yes and no. When there are two choices, decision is between this or that. तो तुम्हें कुकी और कैंडी तो खिलानी है हमें, तो हमने तुम्हारे बजा दिया, एंड में मुंह मीठा करवा के भेजेंगे. उन्होंने थॉट प्रोसेस किया, कर लिया है. तो एक तो उठाएगा ईशान कुछ भी बेचारा, ये नहीं कि नहीं सर आई डोंट नीड इट. बच्चे रो देते हैं आजकल. सो एनी विच वेज, तो एंड फिर तुम भी जब अपने वर्डिक्स लिखते हो तो बाद में लिखते हो कि ओ यार जो भी था एंड में कुकी तो ऑफर करी. वाह 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 वाह. और सोशल मीडिया का जमाना है, और सबको अपनी ब्रांड की पड़ी हुई है भाई, कुछ भी, बिकॉज एनी प्रोफेसर कैन क्रॉस द लाइन बिकॉज द प्रोफेसर्स. एंड दे एक्चुअली क्रॉस द लाइन इन द क्लास. वो क्रॉस द लाइन वाली बात है बाद में करेंगे. एडमिन प्लीज ये लाइव बंद कर दीजिए. थैंक यू सो मच.